yeah, but he wants everybody to be eternally saved from hell. This verse is not actually talking about eternal salvation from hell. It's talking about salvation from this situation that it's setting up. Okay, so now let's go over to Acts 2:21. And so in Acts 2:21, what we find is he doesn't just quote this verse that we just read from Joel, but he quotes this whole section from Joel. So we know that the context that Joel is talking about also applies to the context of this passage. And so check out what he says. I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Then the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. So he's saying, hey, you got trouble coming. So why do they have trouble coming? Well, it's finally clear why they have trouble coming, because they rejected their Messiah. And so he's quoting this from Joel to show the Jewish people who he's speaking to. You'll notice here in verse 22, he says, men of Israel, hear these words. He's talking to a crowd of men from Israel, probably women too, but men from Israel. So he's talking to Jews who had rejected their Messiah, and they were in danger of God's discipline. What was God's discipline? Well, look at history and you'll see it. I mean, Jesus prophesied that the Jews would be persecuted, pursued by the edge of the sword, as Jesus said it. So the Jews were facing that, whether they knew it or not. Peter knew it, and he was saying, you can escape that if you call on the name of the Lord. Now, can someone call on the name of the Lord if they're not a believer? Well, we're going to see in the next passage that they can't. But so you understand in this one, what he's saying is, to call on the name of the Lord, you need to believe in your Messiah first.